President Joe Biden held a rally in Florida on Tuesday for Val Demings and Charlie Crist. Demings is taking on Senator Marco Rubio in Florida. According to polls from 538, Rubio commands a 9% lead. This comes while Charlie Crist is taking on Governor Ron DeSantis. According to polls from 538, Governor DeSantis commands an 11% lead in the race. Biden referenced Val Demings' time as Orlando chief of police, saying she, quote, put her life on the line to serve and protect the people of the state. Biden also highlighted the infrastructure bill that was passed in the Senate. He said it was responsible for millions in funding for the Port of Miami, and then took a shot at DeSantis, saying, quote, I'm sure your governor will take credit for the port's improvements.
You know, it's amazing. Even though my Republican friends in Congress seem to be hoping for a recession, the last week's GDP report came out. You know what it shows? The economy is in fact growing. In fact, the economy grew 2.6% last quarter. And although it may not feel that way, people's incomes went up the last quarter more than inflation. Economic growth is up. Price inflation is down. Real incomes are up. And gas prices are down. But here's the most important thing to me. Exports. What we make and export from America are up, meaning we're making things again here in America. Today we're shipping products overseas instead of shipping jobs overseas, like we've been doing for much too long. You got it. There's nothing we can't do. And here's another thing. My predecessor, he promised to have an infrastructure week. For 4 years he promised infrastructure. It became a laugh line. Well, guess what? We're creating infrastructure decade. We're going to build America the way it should be built. Create once-in-a-generation investments in our nation's roads, highways, bridges, railroads, ports, airports, water systems, high-speed internet. And by the way, that includes a $16 million grant to the Port of Miami, which I'm sure your governor will take credit for somewhere along the line, to expand and upgrade its rail and cargo gates to make the port more efficient. Val Demings voted for it. Her opponent voted against it. The American people are beginning to see the benefits of an economy that works for them.